And so that from outer space, ha! We are back, and I am here to tell you 3 things that I am learning outside of my music. Now, as you know, if you've been watching this channel for some time, you know that we are all things about music, we are all things about sound. Say it with me, we love Beyonce here. But I do believe that to be a well-rounded individual, we have to learn some things outside of music, outside of singing, right? So life is all about balance. So today, we will be talking about 3 things that I'm learning outside of my singing. Let's just jump right into it, right? The first thing is financial literacy. This is huge for me. I promise you, if I'm not practicing on my singing and on vocalizing, I'm learning new things about finances. I'm gonna be real with y'all for a minute. I grew up poor, right? There were times where we didn't have heat in the house. There were times where the refrigerator was empty, kind of poor. It's not a laughing matter. It really is. I can laugh about it now. Granted, I am in no better position than I am now. A little better. Like, you know, I got my 9 to 5. We finally settled out. I was also just recently homeless. So, like, you know, when I smile, when I look happy, it's because I've made it through. So we will always remember the bad times, but we will always grow from the bad times. But, you know, just to piggyback off that fact of bad times, like, I don't want to keep repeating the bad times, right? I don't want to stay stuck in that cycle. And the only way to get myself out of that cycle is to understand how finances work, how money moves. How is it generated? How is it created? How do people who have money, how have they made it? And you can probably also hear Leo because he agrees. We need the money. But not only need the money, because even if you get the money, let me tell you this. Even if you get money and you don't know how to use it, you will lose it. But yes, that is a very important life lesson that I have learned. Because I was the one to be like, ooh, you know, if only I had, you know, X more amount of dollars, or, you know, if I got that raise at work, everything will be fine. And so I learned it wasn't just about, like, if you can't manage your money while you're broke, you're not going to know how to manage your money when you have a lot of it. So financial literacy is so big for me. And unfortunately, like, with learning about financial literacy, it's also unpacking a whole lot of other things that maybe in the future I will actually make a video on, because there's a laundry list of other things that come along with financial literacy. But that is just like one thing that I work on outside of my singing. My light just fell. I can't make this up, guys. Okay, moving right into the second thing that I am learning outside of my singing, and that is my shyness. And I don't really like to call it shyness. I usually refer to it as like me being an introvert, but I have a tough time going out without feeling overwhelmed, right? And it's just something, this is definitely something I've struggled with for my entire life. For many different reasons. I probably will make a video in depth about it, because I don't really want to get into it now. But it's just this feeling of being overwhelmed has stopped me from doing a lot of things, from like going, not even to like parties and things like that, but just like even like going to the bank and getting loans, or like just doing simple stuff, guys. Like it feels like my heart is going to like, it's like this whenever I have to have like an in-depth conversation with someone, or have a conversation with someone that's even slightly uncomfortable. I feel like my heart is going to explode and my head is going to fall off my shoulders. It's a terrible feeling, but it also has not led me anywhere. I can't even say that it hasn't led me anywhere. It hasn't led me to the places where I want to be, where I think that I deserve to be. So that is definitely something that I am going to start to challenge myself, is to overcome my shyness, overcome this introvertedness. Even like this, even just talking to a camera, like I cannot tell you how many times I like stop and re-record. I stop and re-record. There's so many times where, honestly, there's so many times where I get like this when I just don't know what to say, and then I feel awkward about not knowing what to say, and then I just completely shut down. Or when I feel like it's like the conversation is becoming like a little argumentative, I shut down. Which I was like, it's not good. So I'm definitely learning to overcome my shyness and my introvertedness and learning how to communicate and be more assertive, right? I think that is just another really good thing to have in this world, assertiveness. But moving on to the last one, because I will not take up all your time, friend, and that is to enjoy the process. Enjoy life. And be grateful for every minute of it. Going right back to the thing that I said earlier about being homeless and like losing my job and like I got into 2 car accidents. It's been a rough 2 years. It's been a rough 2 years. I done lost all my friends, lost all my family. It's been a rough 2 years. Almost lost my cat twice. Honey, I can go on and on. Friend, I can go on and on. But throughout all of those challenges, throughout of all of those like hard times and all of those moments when I was just like, how do I go on? How do I get up the next day and face the world? How do I get up and face people? Right? How do I once again get up and have these hard conversations when everything else in my personal life is hard? Like, how do I keep going on? And that's just what I found out, to be grateful. Be grateful for life. Be grateful for even just the smallest things. I remember this one time because I live in Pennsylvania, fun fact. But, so I live in Pennsylvania, and my old apartment that I used to live in had a great view of the mountains. So I would get up to this great view of the mountains, and I was so grateful because I was just like, how many people get to wake up and to see a beautiful mountain on a beautiful sunrise? It was just that little thing that I just woke up and I was so grateful, and it planned out my entire day from there. But yes, getting right back into it. So that is definitely just one thing I am also just learning, and it's to love life. And it may sound like it should just come simple and it should come natural, but it doesn't come natural to everyone. It definitely didn't come, natural to me. I was like, life was just really, really like not it, girl. Not it until very recently, until I had to make it. Like, I had to make life what I wanted it to be, but up until very recently, life was just, honey. And I was like, I'm gonna be real with you because we're friends. There are still times when it's just not it. But I always have to remember to get up and to be grateful. And I was like, the things that I want are not going to come easy. And they are not going to come fast. You are going to be seeing a lot of me. We're going to have a lot more of these talks, friend. But those are just like the 3 things that I'm learning outside of my singing. True singing is a passion. It is a love of mine. It is something that brings me and the people around me immense joy. You love that, right? But once again, to be well-rounded, I believe that, I should be learning about my financial literacy to get my money right? I should be learning about overcoming my shyness and learning assertiveness to be more confident in this world for however long I'm going to be in this world for. And just to remember to enjoy the fact that I'm alive. I get to experience life. Not a lot of people get this experience. A lot of people don't have it, so I'm always just grateful that I'm here. So let me know, what are 3 things that you're working on outside of your singing and why? And until next time, guys, I will see you all later. Bye.